Morehead State.
Yes.
I mean, nobody even knows where Morehead State is.
That's right.
It's in Kentucky, by the way.
It's beautiful, though.
I bet it is beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful.
You guys went 2-6-1.
That was my best year, 2-6-2.
And that's exactly what I mean. That was your best season.
Yes.
How in the hell did you get drafted in the first round by the New York Giants?
Because this is the truth. And one truth. I could throw that sumbitch. I mean, let's just call it like it is. I was the best throwing quarterback coming out in the draft without question. And I knew I was going to be a first-round draft pick, believe it or not, after my junior year in college, which that year we had a great year. We went 2-8.
No ties?
So I played 4 years down there. I had to look it up myself once. I think it was my sophomore year. We had a really good year. We went 3-8. So we went 2-8, 3-8, 2-9 maybe, and then 2-6-2.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what? We weren't drafting my team. They drafted me.
Yeah.
And I remember, I'll make it quick, when scouts would come down, they told my head coach my junior year, put the coffee pot on and get some stuff because you're going to be flooded. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So
good.
Everybody worked with me. I had 21 workouts that year. 21.
21 workouts was a lot.
It's a lot because now we have one special day where I go out there and throw 14 passes, real
scripted. Everything is easy.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I only had 2, by the way.
You had 2 workouts?
2 workouts.
Well, hell, they knew you were fast. What else are you going to do? Throw the ball?
Did you mind getting drafted to New York? Because you're a Southern boy.
Yeah.
Did you mind coming to New York?
I didn't care. I really wanted to go to San Francisco. That was my first choice. And because Bill Walsh came down to Morehead State twice. And he was really a unique individual. It was his first year. And he says to me after the workout, he worked me out 2 separate times. After the second workout, he says to me, we're going to draft you, and I want you to come out the day after the draft, and we're going to start working. I'm going to start you, and you're going to lead the league in passing and all this stuff. And I look at him, he goes, you don't believe me? And I said, yeah, I believe you. But Bill Walsh, no matter what, was always all through his college career, and when he was in the pros, his quarterback always was the leading guy. So, where do you think I was rooting for? I said, hell, this sounds pretty good.
Who did they end up taking anyways?
Yeah, they did. They got unlucky. In the 3rd round, they took this guy named Joe Montana.
The Giants stole you.
Yeah, Joe and I laugh about it all the time. It's great. It really is great. And we used to hate each other when we played. Oh, my God. I would literally throw a touchdown against the 49ers, turn to their bench, and I would shoot him the finger. And then, he's kind of a quiet guy. You know that, right?
Of course I do.
So, after a few years, he'd throw a touchdown. He'd run him down the sidelines and find me and just keep ragging me. And I go, man, good for Joe. I like it.
He changed his attitude.
But you know what? We're great friends.
Oh, I believe it.
Great friends.
I believe it. Now, New York was an interesting team at that time in the early 70s, or late 70s, I should say, early 80s. Bill Parcells ends up taking over. And one of the first things he did was evaluate his quarterback situation. When he took over, what did you think? What did you believe?
Oh, I knew I wouldn't start.
Yeah.
I knew I wouldn't. He didn't like me.
Why not?
Well, because he thought I was kind of what you're seeing now. He thought, man, he's just too brash and
loud.
No, it wasn't loud, but I just didn't, I competed hard. And, I wasn't afraid. When I got in a huddle, O.J. Anderson gave me the greatest compliment I ever got. Me, him, and Eli are sitting on something like this one day, and somebody says, hey, O.J., when you got in a huddle, did you ever suggest a play to Phil? And O.J., he's great at these things. He goes, what, are you kidding, Blondie? If you said one word in a huddle, he'd knock you out. He'd run you off the field. And I just go, was I that bad? And he goes, yeah, you were that bad. So, but Bill didn't think he could control me, and which I kind of found funny because I never changed, and he liked who I was.
Were you uncontrollable, though?
No, I wasn't.
Were you more... Because I think Bill has an ego, obviously. All great.
You think?
Of course. All great coaches, great people have...
Sure, no question.
Especially in sports. Was he threatened by your ego?
I think he was threatened. I think he just felt like that I was a little too, I wasn't outspoken ever. You guys know that if you're old enough, that I didn't speak out to the papers. I was a soldier. I really was. I was afraid to say no matter what. Even at the Super Bowl, I was like, got to be careful what I say because Bill will chew my ass out if I say the wrong word, But I don't know what it was, but I knew right from the start, no matter what I did, I was not going to be a starting quarterback. But you know what, Tiki? And you know this. I didn't care. I mean, I did, but I just knew, well, it's going to be a matter of time. I mean, because when you go on the practice field in the NFL, you always know who the best players are, right?
Of course.
So
it should be a meritocracy.
So I knew sooner or later he's going to have to come to me and call upon me. And you know what was amazing? I got hurt, of course, right away and missed a year. He survived. And really after that, we were like this. He talked to me like I was a dog.
Well, first of all, let me ask you. The transition from being a player in 1993 was very different than the transition that guys like me and those after me have made. It feels easy now. Was it easy to make the transition to being on the other side of the camera?
Well, the TV part was easy. I couldn't get over the fact I wanted to play. And every time I'd go to work, I was at ESPN for 1 year. And every Sunday I was there, I'm going, oh, my God, I'm better than 90% of these guys playing. What the hell am I doing? And Joe Theismann go, you're nuts, man. You should be. I said, well, hell, the Cardinals just called me. They said, come in and start next week. And I'm thinking, man, I was really thinking of doing it. And, Buddy Ryan says, we'll give you a week of practice. We'll start you. We'll let you even call your own plays. And I never could pull the trigger. And then I almost went with Bill Belichick to Cleveland. I almost went to Jacksonville with Tom Coughlin. But my wife said the same thing every time. They're offering me more money than I've ever made, Diana. I mean, because, I never really got paid with the Giants. I don't mean that to be bad. It's just the way it was. But I said, they're offering me more. And she goes, oh, that's so good. That's great. And she goes, we'll come and visit you every weekend. So, that was probably the thing that held me back more than anything.